Let me log out of my Facebook so I don't get those stupid things. Yeah. Alright guys, welcome to the Nintendo Direct review. Oh, live. Okay, cool. Let's see. I hear that the Nintendo Direct actually moves faster, or I think comes on, it's actually forward when you play it on Twitch, but I just can't do the Twitch thing because it's so taxing. Good morning, Jerry on Ray, what's up? Let's see what this is about. I got a lot to do today, and it's only a Thursday. Got to do the Nintendo Direct. Sanford had one next level Battle Circuit Street Fighter yesterday. Oh, it's starting. Let's see what's up. Oh, we get straight to it with Smash. Okay.
Hello, this is Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited, and this is the final Nintendo Direct before the launch of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Okay,
so far, we've confirmed 72 fighters, 74 if you count Pokemon Trainer as 3. Our entire team has worked really hard. With this Nintendo Direct, we'll have revealed every fighter you can find in the game. Okay, let's do this.
It better not be only 5 playable characters out of that 74.
Bring it on!
Don't be trying to take Link's girl, stupid. What's with the lag? I don't understand.
That's right! So, you want to fight fire with fire, huh?
Okay, wasted character.
Hailing from the Street Fighter series, Ryu's rival Ken joins as an Echo Fighter. In his original game, Ken could be considered Ryu's Echo Fighter. Though perhaps you could say Luigi is the original Echo Fighter. But let's get back to Ken. Ken has been distinguished from Ryu over the years, but the Ken you'll see this time is based on Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Yeah.
Here's how he'll differ from Ryu. His heavy Shoryuken turns up the heat. The shape of his Hadoken is different too. And his Tatsumaki Senpukyaku strikes opponents multiple times.
So it doesn't knock down.
Hell Wheel. Focus Attack. We've included lots of Ken's signature moves, such as his famous kicks, which change based on your command inputs. He's a bit faster than Ryu, and we've also incorporated other tweaks from recent titles. Just like Ryu, he has 2 final smashes. First, the spinning uppercut, Shinryuken. We've made it look flashy, as it is in the Versus series. Execute a final smash near an opponent, and you'll instead perform a Shippu Jinraigyaku. Now for our last new challenger, Incineroar. It may be a Pokemon, but it mainly uses pro wrestling moves, and as such, its throws are a bit more powerful. Like a true pro wrestler, when one of its attacks is successful, it'll pose for the audience. Luckily, you can cancel out of these poses at any time, so they won't open you up to additional enemy attacks.
Well, that was considerate of
Its
them.
neutral special is called Darkest Lariat. It was Incineroar's signature move in the Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon games. Perhaps it's something of a red cyclone. Its up special is Cross Chop. You'll leap up and come rocketing back down. This attack can be very effective, but if you mess up, it's easy to self-destruct, so be careful. For its side special, Incineroar makes opponents run the ropes after a dashing grab. When they bounce back your way, press the button at just the right moment. If you're too early, you'll do a back body drop. Wait too long and you'll fail. Nail the timing and you'll pull off a powerful lariat.
Why is this character like our Rainbow?
When damaged, Incineroar's burning passion comes to the surface, powering up its next attack.
EX altogether.
That's Incineroar's idea of a counterattack. And its final smash? Max Malicious Moonsault. It's even faster and fiercer than the Z move it's based on. We finally revealed all of the fighters you'll find in the game. This is the initial fighter select screen. There aren't very many at first, but it is the same amount as the original Nintendo 64 game.
Yeah.
And once you've unlocked them all, it'll look like this. It may seem hard to guess where each one's located, but they're sorted by number, in the order they joined the series. I hope you'll enjoy battling with all 74 fighters on the roster.
I know a lot of people are tight right now. Oh man, a lot of people are so tight right now. You know, they need to make... Wolf needs to get his own game.
You may recall that we're creating Amiibo in parallel with the game. Here's a look at the new Amiibo figures. We determined that collectible trophies wouldn't be a great fit for this game. Honestly, they were really difficult to develop too. That said, the Super Smash Bros. Series is one massive crossover at heart, and we want to create something more, a way to enjoy characters other than fighters, from a variety of video game worlds. Here's what we came up with. They're called Spirits. And I don't mean the spooky kind. To put it simply, these spirit characters will lend a helping hand to your fighters, powering them up in battle. In the Super Smash Bros. Series, the characters are toys in the real world, but they are fighters in the world of the imagination. Returning to the real world is an ongoing theme. In the imagination, you can battle impossible combinations of characters. In this mysterious world, the unspeakable happens. Many beloved characters lose their physical forms. All of them, except the fighters, are turned into spirits, unable to return to the real world. This is a spirit. Fighters can join forces with spirits to enhance their powers. There's a massive amount of wildly different spirits. There are several classes of spirits. Standard spirits are dubbed novices. Stronger ones have the title advanced. Especially strong ones are called aces, and some are in a league of their own, legend.
This is
One
actually
primary
godlike.
spirit can be assigned at a time. A primary spirit's
This is
power will
actually
be added to
godlike.
the fighter who has it equipped. In some cases, these augmented fighters become extremely powerful. If a primary spirit has enough available slots, you can assign them support spirits. While primary spirits enhance fighter stats, support spirits lend them additional skills. Once the primary spirit and support spirits are set, your fighter's all powered up. The main way to acquire spirits is to win spirit battles. You'll find a variety of spirits lined up on the spirit board. Choose the one you want to battle for. When you do, you'll face off against a fighter whose abilities and personality are kinda sorta similar to the opposing spirit. In the case of the Lakitu and Spiny spirit, you'll battle against Iggy Koopa and a group of small red Bowsers. Iggy's riding high in his Koopa Clown car, of course. Here are some examples of other battles you can expect.
This is actually godlike to have, and I hope they somehow incorporate this into the like the story mode. The remix of this song is godlike.
Hit the Puppet Fighter to acquire the spirit within. Even if you accidentally hit the shield, the damage will carry over, so you'll have an advantage the next time you encounter that spirit.
Yo.
Primary spirits have strength based on their type. Attack is strong against grab. Grab is strong against shield, and shield is strong against attack.
Thank you.
It's important
They
to pick a
balance
spirit
that.
that has an advantage over your opponent. When you encounter traps like poison floors and slumber floors, be sure to prep yourself with an appropriate support spirit. Battle conditions offer hints before battle, so make sure to read them and form the right strategy. With spirits on your side, there are all kinds of things you can do. When you fight with a primary spirit equipped, it'll level up after battle. Or you can feed it snacks. Some spirits even have an enhanced form you can only unlock by leveling them up. You can also send spirits back to the real world. While you do have to say goodbye to that particular spirit, its core will stay. And by combining these cores, you can summon a new spirit. You can also train spirits at dojos and the gym. Or send them off in search of treasure, which they'll bring back to you. These seem like unlikely teams of characters, but each team could be somebody's dream come true. Training and exploring continues to yield results, even while playing other modes, or after turning off the game. So if you send out your spirits, just let them do their thing. Certain spirits are known as masters. You can beat them to unlock facilities. Spirits can also be used to power up amiibo figure players. You must bid them farewell, but you can repeat the process multiple times. It's one great big collection of characters from many different series, but just how many would you guess there are? Whenever you fight against a spirit, the final smash meter is enabled. Some spirits even help you fill up your gauge at a faster rate.
That's a stupid looking smash by Yoshi.
Another way to put it, the spirit system lets you simulate battles between characters from more series than ever before. You can enjoy many unbelievable combinations and situations. The power of enemy and ally spirit teams is displayed here. Of course, stronger spirit teams make it easier to defeat weaker spirits. The more your power overshadows theirs, the less you'll be rewarded. It pays to have a fair fight. While assembling a team, press the Y button for a recommendation that has a type advantage against the opposing spirit team. The game will recommend support spirits who can help out with certain conditions. Keep that in mind. You can also fight against other players who are using spirits. Given the way spirit types interact in battle, think carefully when building your team, or balance your strengths in a 2-on-2 battle. The game lets you battle together with friends via local wireless, or take the fight to the world with online play. To connect two Nintendo Switch consoles, press the DR button to pull up the dashboard and select local wireless. There's no longer a need to separate the online modes into for fun and for glory. Instead, matchmaking is based on 3 factors. For online battles, you can set your preferred rules. These rules can be pre-registered so you can quickly select your favorite playstyle. Before battle, one player's preferred rules will be chosen at random, and all players will fight using those rules. You can also choose not to set any preferred rules and let the others decide instead. If possible, the matchmaking system will find players with similar preferences and link them up for a battle. Global Smash Power is being factored into matchmaking, but it's still used as an online leaderboard as well. A high GSP score, such as 100,000, means you've got more points than 99,999 other players. Your GSP will change as the total population of players increases or you're overtaken. If you're yearning for a challenge, try increasing your global Smash Power so that you'll naturally end up with some more serious opponents. By the way, you can set a GSP score for each fighter. Fighters you haven't used yet will be assigned a placeholder GSP based on the highest score you've set with one of the other fighters. If you repeatedly self-destruct on purpose, you could face a penalty, like being disconnected, so please don't do that. As with any multiplayer game, a stable connection is very important. For this reason, the matchmaking system will prioritize shorter distances between players. So even if you set your preferred rules, please understand that we can't promise you'll always be matched accordingly. As such, we'd appreciate it if you could make your connection as stable as possible. A wired LAN cable is recommended. We've prepared a variety of other features for local wireless and online battles. Once your global smash power is high enough, you can enter elite battles. When you reach this level, feel free to pat yourself on the back. You're good, period. After the game releases, we may adjust the game balance, and the team will definitely pay attention to the results of these elite battles. Everyone who plays online needs their own smash tag. If you beat a fellow player, you'll receive their smash tag. But it's not like you'll lose your smash tag even if you lose a battle. You simply gain more tags as you win. Try to collect lots of smash tags. You can select short messages and send them before and after battles using the directional buttons. Freely choose from a wide selection of varied, preset messages. After you've chosen a fighter, you can enjoy other modes while you wait for the battle to begin. Not every mode will be available while matchmaking runs in the background, but you can leave and enter some game modes. Spectator mode returns once again, so you can watch other players' battles. Maybe you can pick up some good tips that way. Form a 2-player team and play together online with a single Nintendo Switch system. You'll be paired up against 2-player teams with the same setup. When you want to play online, you can create a special type of room to fight other players. If you set the rules for one of these battle arenas, you can fight against your friends. Here, there are spots where you can join the battle, wait in line, or even spectate. It all depends where you place your token. When you're in a battle arena, this should come in handy. With the Nintendo Switch Online app, you can voice chat with others in battle arenas. It may become an essential tool for some players. We are also developing a free service for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and we're naming it Smash World. Instead of focusing on stats like win-loss records, we're allowing players to post gameplay videos, watch them, and more. Once the service starts, we'll offer regular updates so you can post to your heart's content.
That's godlike for casuals.
Next, I'd like to change topics and talk a little about the assist trophies that will support your fighters in battle. Do you know which characters come from which games?
Nani?
Fatal Frame. Isaac.
Here I go. Know your place.
That's a know your place. Wow, I remember that from Mario Paint.
This might get unpleasant.
Guile.
Flash kick! Flash kick!
I wonder if Dimension's gonna play.
That was nothing.
Wow! Virtual Fighter.
10年早いんだよ
The total number of assist trophies is now 59. Actually, they outnumber the Pokemon this time. Assist trophies who can be KO'd can also be defeated by the fighter who summoned them just before they're KO'd. That way, you won't lose a point to the other player. Now, I'd like to cover a variety of other features in the game. If you want to review the controls or game modes, press the ZR button to open the dashboard and look in here. There are all kinds of helpful guides to check out. Sentry Smash may look familiar to veterans. It feels great to keep smashing enemies off the screen, doesn't it?
Actually, they made the game for everybody when you think about it,
And
Callie.
you can choose the music too. In previous games, you had to unlock every fighter before playing All-Star mode, but now you can play it right out of the box. The currently available fighters will appear endlessly. You can save the replay data of your battles. And now, you can create videos with it. There's also a menu where you can read those quick tips and tricks you see during loading screens. When viewing them, you can sort by category or fighter. Complete challenges to earn rewards. This time, each page is sorted by category and the layout looks more like a comic book. Press the button to check out each picture. Enjoy! The Records menu tracks your battle history. There are 5 different options. You can view battle data separately for offline and online play. Trade in smash tags to score some in-game gold. Gold can be exchanged for music tracks, spirits, and items for spirits mode. If you're collecting music, I recommend visiting the shop to find the ones you want, instead of just relying on challenges. You can enter the options menu by pressing the ZR button to open the dashboard. This one game supports 11 languages. I know this is very important to some of you. For example, the voices of Pokemon are different in several languages. The fighter names are also specific to each language.
Villager.
Villageois.
Aldeano. Devona.
Abitante.
Dorfbewohner.
These options were highly requested and well worth the effort.
They were in development of this game for years. This was not something that they just decided to do in the last year or so.
TV mode and handheld mode
this is
have
too
separate
big.
settings for brightness and sound. They'll change automatically when you dock and undock, so be sure to set both. We've implemented a radar that displays the locations of all fighters. You can change its settings, including size. While it's limited to wireless and online play, you can make your teammates semi-transparent so you don't get distracted.
They only gave you one T.
If you're fighting against a friend on the same system, you can adjust the strength of your fighters. Sometimes a player is just too good, and you want to take measures to ensure it's a fair fight. If that's the case, try using this feature. When custom balance is adjusted, a symbol will be displayed. Of course, this feature is not available during wireless and online battles. You can customize your Mii fighters and change their outfits. In addition to the voice options, there are a variety of outfits to choose from.
Like I said,
Speaking of
Kisan,
Mii fighters, let me introduce you to
They
some
went
new
ham on
outfits
this
we
game.
added in. Anyway, there's something I should point out. As I said, we've revealed all of the fighters you can find in the game. But there are even more coming post-launch. While we've already implemented a huge roster of fighters, this is the Super Smash Bros. Series, which means we're leaving the opportunity open to add in more fighters as paid DLC. Since we already included every fighter from the past games, that means there are no more fighters to include unless we develop new fighters from scratch. And we're not talking about Echo fighters. We'll be developing and selling sets that will include one fighter, one stage, and multiple music tracks.
Yep, and people should
The
pay
price
for it.
for each set is expected to be $5.99.
Yeah, pay for that.
At the same time, we will offer the Fighters Pass. That's 5 fighters, 5 stages, and all of their music tracks. When creating something like the Fighters Pass, ideally, we should reveal what's included before it becomes available for purchase. However, please allow us to offer this pass before we're ready to reveal its contents. I hope only those who are confident in its value will purchase it. Again, the price is $24.99 for all 5 sets. Now that we've finally confirmed the development of this DLC, please know that we'll be working really hard on it.
It ain't steep. Pay for that.
I wonder if I'll ever get to take a break. By the way, here's
Nah,
one
they're gonna
purchase
kill- they're
bonus
gonna
you'll
kill
get
you,
with
Sakurai.
the Fighters Pass. It's a Mii Sword Fighter outfit based on Rex from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. We decided which fighters to include when we started planning, so we couldn't add characters from titles like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which was announced after planning had started. I hope this outfit will help you feel like you're playing as Rex. We're also including some music from the Xenoblade Chronicles series. Give it a listen at Gaur Plains sometime. Other Xenoblade Chronicles characters will also appear as spirits. We've yet to create any of the paid DLC, and we haven't locked down any release dates. But we'll start working on them as soon as we're finished with the main game. It may take around a year or so to finish releasing all the DLC. But on a
They
separate
should have
note,
never said that. Don't give a time limit, not to the Nintendo community. Oh my god.
we're currently developing something. Something you'll get for free as a limited time offer if you
Oops. Angry Mario.
That's right, Piranha Plant will take root in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and not as an assist trophy, but as an actual fighter. It can spit poison, fire off spiky balls, and perform long-range attacks. This tricky character is full of surprises. Its final smash is PD Piranha. If you get caught in the cage, well, let's just say it won't end well for you. Piranha Plant is scheduled for completion after the launch of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We've gotten a little head start on it, but it probably won't be ready until a couple of months after launch. Please stay tuned. Remember, Piranha Plant is a free, limited-time offer. For the physical version of the game, you only need to go through the My Nintendo Gold Point registration process to receive it. I hope you'll consider pre-ordering. We're also creating an amiibo. It has a nice curved form to it. Later today, you'll be able to pre-purchase the game after finishing this Nintendo Direct. I hope you'll go to Nintendo eShop or Nintendo.com before you forget. I have an announcement for everyone watching this in North America. On our official site, you can find information for a variety of upcoming hands-on events. Participants will have a chance to try out all 74 fighters, so please check out the website to find out where we'll show up next, and more. That's it for the last Nintendo Direct for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate before the game launches. But before we go, I should mention that the adventure mode in this game is nothing like what we came up with for the Subspace Emissary. That said, what exactly caused all these characters to lose their bodies and transform into spirits? I'll show you how it all begins and leave the rest to your imagination. Okay then, please look forward to the game's release.
Don't let a single one get away!
Master hands.
We'll each need to take down about 10.
Stow your fear. It's now or never.
We'll win this. I know we will.
What is happening, B? Yo, this is godlike, B. Someone says Thanos.
Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a past still unnamed.
Wow, Kirby got away.
Search your soul and reawaken the undying stretching out beyond time. Rising up as a chorus of souls finds a voice, flickering through the void. These little sparks cling on to life. Everyone caught in the struggle, and then the storms of change they fan the flames, scattering ashes to the wind. Every soul contains a whisper of light, gleaming faintly as it dwindles from sight. No escape, no greater fate to be made. In the end, the chains of time will not break. Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a path still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Search your soul and reawaken the undying light.
Alright, I'm gonna, yo, the World of Light, we running World of Light, hard body, we running that. So that's it. This is some good breakfast. All right, guys. Let me go inside that Discord room real quick. Okay.
That was fucking.
Wait a minute. The treehouse. Oh, it's not over. Why is Why is it silent? You can't hear anything.
No, it's
right
not.
to left, we got Smitty over here. We have Demetrius.
Oh, they're turning it up. Hold on. Let's see what the treehouse is saying.
How do you feel about everybody getting?
Thanks. We have a lot of things for him. We have a lot of things for him. So, anyways, want to kick off by showing you guys the hardware bundle, which is kind of sweet to have in front of me. Luckily, I do have one in front of me. So it's kind of nice. This little box, right? It's kind of pretty. Here, I'll start pulling stuff out of it. So I think one of my favorite things is when I started learning about these Joy-Con, which is kind of sweet. I don't know if you want to take a look at these from that way. No, this way. Whichever way. Just know that they're really pretty. They're, yes.
Awesome.
They're nice.
I'm okay with getting one.
They have a nice little, yeah, that'll be good. Oh, yeah, we have this, of course. You have the Nintendo Switch unit, obviously, right there. Oh yeah, here.
I'll take that.
You can have the box if you want. Oh, here's the dock. This is cool. So if you want to take a look at the dock, yeah, there you go. So the dock itself is kind of etched. Feels kind of good. It's gonna be real pretty sitting on your shelf because I know I'm totally getting one of these. And also a couple things. So you have a full game download code just like that. So once you open it up, you'll see that there's a scratch off. I'm not scratching it off now. Don't ask. So just so you know that you can put this in, and if you put in the download code, you can start like preloading the game. So if you do have this bundle, you can pretty much go for it pretty soon. You'll see it pop up. And yeah, you can preload the game, and of course you can do that. So just put the game, you get the actual base game, and you'll also get if you pre-purchase now, you get the gold points, which is kind of awesome. You get double gold points. So as long as you put this in, you get the same amount of gold points, and you get your second bunch, I think, at launch time, and then yeah, you get double gold points. So I mean, who doesn't want that? And also, you can't forget, it's weird for me to say it now, but Piranha Plant, I can say it.
It's so weird. I'm always tightening up.
I know, it's like, I know, right? So Piranha Plant, you'll of course, if you pre-purchase or at least register the game until what, January 31st, you'll get Piranha Plant as a early purchase bonus or limited time offer. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, feel free to do that. I'll be preloading my version of the game as soon as I can. You'll have to wait a little bit, but hey, that's what it is. So
cool. And with that out of the way, let's actually jump straight into some gameplay. So
let's do it.
Looks like JC and Demetrius are going to take us through some Incineroar.
Yes, I want to play Incineroar. Can I?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to play Incineroar.
Dibs.
Here.
Oh, cable.
Here. Your cable thing. Be coordinated, Demetrius. Come on.
I'm trying.
This bodes well for the battle.
Too early. Okay. So I'm Jeffrey on the left. Demetrius is, yeah, I'll pick the cool character because I love Incineroar.
It just occurred to me, I'm the only one with like the regular name on here. I really should have came up with something.
Hey man, that's your.
I had an opportunity. I dropped.
You had your choice.
If you want, you can borrow. A second. I mean, look at this this roster screen. You saw it in the direct, but this roster screen is ridiculous. All these characters. And it's going to take some time to actually figure out where your favorite character is because there's so many of them.
No
but
joke.
It's
still takes
incredible.
me a while.
So.
Yeah, I keep rotating through characters. I can't decide who I want to play. I just keep choosing.
They're all
choosing.
good.
Yeah, I like revisiting characters that were in past games and now they're back in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
No offense, Treehouse, but yeah, you can run in the background.
Well,
yeah, I'm gonna let the Treehouse run in the background.
Cool.
You know, let's talk about it.
Are we talking about it now? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get the tab and let me get the direct open.
So, what were your thoughts?
I'm getting Wes.
Oh, okay.
Wet?
Wes.
Oh.
The Smash Brothers guy in the EMP. All right. So.
Oh, Kirby is second trending on Twitter right now.
Yeah.
And Sakurai is fourth trending. Sakurai is a character in Smash.
People, why? Gardner, why are you disappointed?
No, Sakurai did a big fuck you, and that was amazing. Sakurai.
I don't see where he did the big FU. Where?
Oh no, the to the
He's talking about the leaks.
You saw the leak. Everyone believed it. I said.
Oh no, that's what they get. That's what they get.
That's what they get.
That's exactly what you get.
I'm just laughing because the only thing I'm disappointed is because my brother really wanted.
That's what they get. In fact, I'm starting to think Nintendo be releasing false leaks on purpose so that people just be like going overboard.
Actually, that would be crazy because people found that guy's information and they found out that he worked at Bandai Namco as a French designer. So what if they did that on purpose?
Or the guy they really did have. You have to take into consideration they probably did have it as a an original character. Because when I used to work with Nintendo, and yes, I don't know if you guys know that, I used to work with Nintendo, you get penalized big time if you leak Nintendo information. Nintendo doesn't like that. They get really upset about that. That French guy could be fired for all we know. Or...
it was planned, just like...
Or not only was it planned, but it could also be that when he leaked that information... they decided to say, okay, listen, we're just going to put those characters as downloadables later on. We'll leave them in as assist trophies, and if people really, 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 really want them bad, they're going to pay for it. Which I'm glad Nintendo's making them pay for it. Make them pay for it.
They're not having
$25 ain't that
I think
expensive
Sakurai
anyway.
is saying a fuck you and that's it. They're not coming back. Like,
Sakurai literally just said, I'll never get a chance to sleep. Or what he said, I'll never get a chance to stop. When will he stop? Clearly, he's not going to stop. That means Nintendo's paying him big top dollar. At least supervised to make sure that the game stays within the vision he's always had it. But they
I don't know why you guys think that they changed what was in the game because of the leak. The leak was fake. The leak wasn't right. They guessed one character correctly. So why does that mean that automatically the leak was real and Nintendo got tight about it? So they just changed the entire game.
That's not what we said.
That's not what we said. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was watching the stream. That's what I got from that.
Oh, what we're saying is people who were nosy for the leaks and the whole 9 yards, because Gardner says Sakurai gave us the big FU, and I'm like, how do you figure he gave you the big FU? In order for you to get the big FU, what this means is that Nintendo promised you something and didn't deliver. Nintendo didn't promise anything.
Oh, okay, I see.
So there's no big FU.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, there was Super Grinch League. That was...
I should tweet that. Yo. Nintendo didn't promise you anything. Shut up.
Yo, that World of Light
The World of Light is godlike. That's the
That
first
was
thing I'm playing.
No,
Oh, same here, dude.
The World of Light is godlike. In fact, I don't even like Smash Brothers like that, but because of that, my best Smash Brothers of all time, because of the way the game is Melee and Brawl because of the stories.
Yo, TriForce, you see how Link's shield is the only thing that can deflect it twice?
Yeah, no, because Link's shield can do that.
Yeah.
I'm tight that Link got hit. I'm even tight Zelda got hit. I think that was BS.
They all got hit, TriForce. Nobody survived.
Except Kirby, because Kirby is that triple OG.
No, you know what, like the actual reason was? You probably know, but like you know Sakurai's first game, he worked out with Awada was Kirby.
Sakurai's son.
Yeah. Nah, first of all, Kirby needs some burn. Because a lot of his games have been kind of and only because of that, I will not delete Kirby Ally Stars. In fact, I'm gonna play Kirby tonight. Star Allies. No, we're not running no dead cells tonight. We give a shout outs to Kirby. Yeah, tonight when you wanna play with me? Yeah, me and Sasha can play. So tonight, me and Sasha gonna play. I'm gonna call the stream. Shout outs to the triple OG Kirby Smash Brothers Ultimate. We run the Allies. Allied stars. Bro, how the F did Kirby survive the evisceration? He went to the speed of light. You weren't watching? What the hell?
Kirby on the
people GameCube. If you play GameCube and you play Kirby's Air Riders, you'll know what the star can do.
Yeah, Kirby on the Stars confirmed faster than Sonic the Hedgehog.
Well, that's facts. But no, you didn't need this to know that. Like that star moves at the speed of beyond the speed of light. It's an actual star. I don't think people understand that. It's an actual star.
He teleports. He moves beyond the speed of light because he teleports. He doesn't actually physically.
Who cares, Sahil? Why do you have to ruin everything with every detail? Jesus! It's a fucking Nintendo game!
Oh boy.
No, but Black Cauldron died as well.
I mean, I was just giving more evidence to the fact that, like, I'm proving how Kirby could get away because he can teleport.
Are you listening to yourself? You're literally doing what I was just screaming at you about. You literally just did that. Again. Like, back to back. It was literally back combo.
By the way, was that a reverse black hole? Was that an inverted black hole? Or because that was light coming out.
Yeah, but my man Link got bodied. Not even the Triforce could save him.
No, Zelda got none of them. Cause if Ganon, Link, and Zelda came together and brought out the Triforce, they would have stopped that. But because they were all individually pieced out, no, I couldn't do it. But Link was able to block that.
Yo, Lillian's shield actually, he was the only one who actually deflected it for a second.
Yo! I want to run back Breath of the Wild now. Come on, V, stop. But yeah, I'm definitely copying this game just because of that. Just off that strength.
You're copying it. You were gonna copy it anyway, but you're just saying you have a reason to now.
No, I have a reason to play it. Like, why am I spitting all over the place? What the hell?
Wallpaper. I spelled it wrong.
What are your guys' views on the voice acting? Who cares?
No, but the voice acting, yeah.
No, it's not important.
The main when Kirby was walking around on the new planet though, and they were playing the main new Smash Bros. Ultimate song with the vocals, that sounds really good. Though.
And it actually matches. Oh, then Twin Doc says Link didn't go down like a bitch. Nah, he didn't go down like no bitch. He did it. Sonic couldn't get the Chaos Emeralds. Yeah, if people had powered up,
this is like a multi-dimensional. Like he was beyond all of them.
Okay,
like,
I'm telling you, watch the final cutscene. Everyone uses their final smash.
Nah.
I think they'll do that.
If Link, Zelda, and Ganon were able to get their Triforces together, they would have been able to fight that because it's omniversal, like what they're fighting. a lot of people couldn't really.
It would have lasted.
No, no. Actually, you know why this makes sense that none of them could beat it? Because remember, Sakura was talking about how in Spirits, because Smash Bros is always about how everybody in Smash Bros is a toy being played with, right? Ever since the N64 one, even though they have all these omni-dimensional powers, because at the end of the day they're still toys, right?
Oh, it's not the originals.
With kids. Yeah, like it's not that they're not the originals, like they play like how they would, but they're figurines in a child's imagination.
So yeah,
with the toys.
So there's no higher power than the imagination, which is the whole point he's trying to make. So unless you get the real TriForce.
Yeah.
But that real TriForce is in Hyrule in a different universe. So why not Mario? Link I can agree on. Keep him quiet. But I think Mario's voice acting at the a minimum should be fine. No, it's just like...
No, Mario wasn't even talking, I think.
Yeah.
Mario's...
Okay, and then, guys, you gotta also... Guys, let's not nitpick. It's not important.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Like, oh, and by the way, the fact that I thought Mario was gonna be the final boss or something.
Nobody was seeing fucking Petey Piranha as a fucking character.
I don't know why people are getting tight. Nintendo left the door open for any character from scratch to be made. Nintendo's just saying you gotta pay for it. That's literally what it is. Hey guys, we'll be keeping an eye out for you guys. You guys want new characters. This costs money for us to develop. It'll also keep giving us a job. So later on, we can put in new characters one by one. And it is what it is. And, you know.
No, for sure. It's not even that expensive. It's just fucking, like, what is it?
It's $25. And I think that's fair. If you want a new character, you got to pay for that. Nintendo's got to put in that work. Pay for it. I'm like, it's Smash Ultimate. I hope Nintendo never makes another Smash Brothers game ever again. This should just be what it is. Here it is. This is how it is from now until their next system 6 or 7 years from now. Wait a minute. That would be
they wouldn't have to do that at this point because the way the Smash game is made, they can just port it over.
Yeah, exactly. They could just port the new version over to the next.
No,
there is no
character. They can just make DLC characters.
New Smash game for at least 8 years, but Smash Bros makes too much money. They're never gonna stop making it. Like,
no, but what I'm saying though is this. What's his name is making a point. They don't have to make a new one in the series. 8 years from now, when they make the new Nintendo system, they'll simply port over Ultimate. To Ultimate,
and you think 30 years in the future, people are still gonna buy the same game, just getting ported over?
Yes, with DLC. Yeah. It's called Deluxe. People still buy Super Mario Brothers 8-bit Nintendo right now, and it's 36 years later.
Like literally these seconds. They're not going to, okay?
Okay. I literally just proved that people buy Super Mario Brothers in its original 8-bit form 36 years later, and you're gonna sit here and tell me no, they won't do it. Why? What? Huh? Explain that.
TriForce, if I could add to your point, in fact, I think the second highest selling Switch game is Super Mario Kart 8, is a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is a port.
It's just a port.
The port with the DLC.
Exactly. So them bringing the DLC is so that they don't. The way from what I'm looking at, right? The way they develop the game, from the development standpoint, right? The way they develop the game looks like it was made to survive a decade. That's what
a decade, sure, but.
Yes, before porting. It's the way the infrastructure, the foundation of the game is made where it can just be ported later on to a higher end system. Like they don't have, what I'm trying to say is that the original development code does not have to be done from scratch. They can literally port it over. It's like Mario Kart Deluxe. When you look at Mario Kart Deluxe for the Switch, it's a higher end res graphical blah 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 version of Mario Kart 8 that was on the Wii U. They added some few things in it, but they didn't They didn't make the game from scratch. It was just the original source code with some added stuff. So, and the way this, you have to also take into consideration the way Smash Brothers is when you look at it. If you look at Smash Brothers now, Ultimate, and you look at Melee, in terms of the graphical whatever, it isn't really that much better. If you really look at the way the characters are, take a Melee character, right? And take a Ultimate character, put them together. It looks like it's just, Ultimate is just the next gen version. But there's been 2 generations between it. No, 3. Because we're talking about Wii. We're talking about Wii. What's the word for this? Wii U and Switch. But if you look at Melee,
listen, they could port it over, but they're not going to. They're gonna make a new one eventually. Like
what? No. You don't understand. That's not. I'm talking about business. I'm talking about business. And when you look at it from a business, it is stupid to put in all this development time to make a game, call it Ultimate, and then later on say, when the next system comes out 8 years from now, we're gonna start from scratch. Why?
No, that's stupid.
So why didn't they make a brand new Mario Kart for the Switch?
Because Mario Kart 8 didn't sell well enough on the Wii U, and they're still working on a Mario Kart 9. Like, the Mario Kart 8 was 8 Deluxe on the Switch came out in its first year. So saying that just because we got Mario Kart 8 ported over means we're never gonna get a Mario Kart 9 is retarded.
You're missing my point.
No, I'm not.
Why didn't they just make a Mario Kart why didn't they just make a Mario Kart 9?
Because it's a stopgap. It's to give content for the Switch and make as much money out of the first game as possible. But does that mean they're stopping a Mario Kart 8? No, they're gonna continue making it. I have to go now though. So
okay. In any event, regarding the whole, wow, it's 10 o'clock my time. Crap, losing time. What is this? An hour and 3 minutes. So I'm gonna shut this off in about 10 more minutes from now. But what did you guys overall think? Jose says, if the combat will have the longevity of Melee, then yeah, they can continue to do future ports with added DLC. I think they're gonna do they're just gonna do that. It only makes sense that they do that. Because when you look at this, when you look at Ultimate, let's keep it real with Ultimate, guys. Ultimate is just a deluxe version of the Wii U with added DLC. When you really think about it, what about Ultimate? What about Ultimate makes it so much different from Wii U? Nothing. Look, they're even on Bayonetta stage in its original form. It is like there's nothing changed about it. They just added new stuff. And Simon Belmont looks cheap. I'm just saying that right now. Simon Belmont looks cheap. The DLC characters will be the ones that we want as a general pick. Yes, and people will have to pay for that. I'm all for people paying for it. Switch out some assist trophies if we going for Smash ports. Oh, look at Ganon in the background in his 8-bit glory. Well, guys, thank you for joining me for this Nintendo Direct. It looks like everybody's dead in the Discord. Everyone went silent randomly. I don't understand this. But anyway.
I'm quite sure you don't want to hear my son Google.
Not you, Robin. Oh, and Robin, I got that for you this weekend, okay?
Oh, thank you, because I'm going to really need it.
All right. So, guys, I'm going to be streaming a little bit later on in the early afternoon, sometime around 3 o'clock your guys' time, 2 o'clock my time. I got some stuff I want to talk about, fighting game community related. Got to talk about Echo Fox, and then we also got to talk about Empire Arcadia with its fighters. It's something I actually genuinely want to get off my chest regarding the FGC. So I'll be joining. I'm gonna be streaming that a little bit later on if anyone is interested in that. Obviously, then after that, I'm gonna go back to do my African campaign, my 1-hour African campaign. Later on tonight, we're gonna be running the triple OG Kirby tribute for surviving the that massacre in Ultimate, and so I will definitely see you guys a little bit later for that. Until then, peace.